Welcome back to the Impact Arena here in Nonthaburi, just north of Bangkok Central Business District. And it's been our home, and it's been some wonderful badminton over the last couple of weeks. And of course we're at the World Tour Finals now, the postponed World Tour Finals that were originally due to take place last month. Well, after our first 5 matches, this is what we've got for the rest of the day, and we're starting with women's doubles and the winners of 3 World Tour titles during the qualifying period. Polii and Rahayu up against Vivian Hu and Yap Chen Wen of Malaysia. Now the Malaysian pair lost yesterday, so they'll be very keen to beat the Indonesians who won their match yesterday to keep their hopes alive of qualifying for the semi-final stage. After that, we'll have women's singles, and both the players in the women's singles, Tai Soo Ying, the twice former champion at the end of season championships. In fact, she's been in 4 finals at the end of season finale. She's up against Polii Chochuwong, who beat Ratchanok Intanon, who we've just seen in this other Group B match. Both won their matches yesterday, so this could be for who tops the group. Then we'll have men's singles and the All England beaten finalist who won yesterday, Cho Tien Chen, up against Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, who won the Indonesian Masters. And he's got a point to prove because he lost his match yesterday to Victor Axelsen. Then it's mixed doubles, and it's a repeat of the final from last week. And both pairs incidentally won yesterday. Puavaranukroh and Thayrat Thanachai up against the 2 left-handers, Suo Seung Jae and Chia Yu Jung. And then we'll finish with men's singles, and it's a repeat of the All England semi-final. Victor Axelsen, winner of the 2020 Super 1000 Slam. That's all 3 Super 1000 tournaments, and 2 of those have happened in the last 2 weeks. He's up against the Malaysian Lee Zi Jia, who's really in a must-win situation because he lost his match yesterday. So many matches, so vital for all the players. It's only the top 2 in each groups that qualify for the semi-final knockout stage. And the match we're about to watch is from Group A. There you can see Polii and Rahayu qualified as number 1 for the World Tour Finals. Also in this group, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan. And those top 2 actually played against each other yesterday, and it was the Indonesians who won. Now, as far as Polii and Rahayu are concerned, their career win-loss record translates into 9 titles from 12 finals, 8 finals at World Tour level. As far as the Malaysians are concerned, Vivian Hu and Yap Chen Wen, their career win-loss record translates into 2 titles from just 3 finals together.
Polii and Rahayu.
But perhaps the Malaysians' biggest title was in 2018 when they won the Macau Super 300 event. But here are the Indonesians, Gracia Polii and Apriani Rahayu. Won the Yonex Thailand Open, and that was their 3rd title at the Thailand Open. Here the Malaysians, led out by Vivian Hu and the left-handed Yap Chen Wen. So this, I can tell you, will be a second meeting between these 2 pairs. The only previous time they met was in the 2nd round of the 2019 Denmark Super 750 event. And there you can see it was 2 straight games. 21-10, 21-18.
Okay,
So our umpire for this one from Thailand.
Yep, serve. Polii receive. Okay.
So, players just about ready to start their warm-up period. And it's been an emotional roller coaster for Gracia Polii in the last months or so. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. as we see that she is 33 years of age. Last month, on the 23rd of December, she got married. Probably one of the happiest days of her life, and the very next day she lost her older brother. He died, and the emotion of all of that spilled over after they won the Yonex Thailand Open, and that's fully understandable. Born in Jakarta but brought up in Manado in North Sulawesi, and as you saw, they as a pair are currently number 8 in the world, but they did spend 2 weeks in total, 2 separate weeks, as world number 3s. Apriyani Rahayu is 22 years of age from Lawulo in Kendari in southeast Sulawesi, and they have won 3 World Tour events in the qualifying period. The Indonesian Masters, the Yonex Thailand Open, and the Spain 300 event as well. Well, I said that they had to play against the number 3 seeds, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan, in the very first match yesterday. And what a marathon it was. 1 hour and 34 minutes before Polii and Rahayu came through 21-15 in the deciding game. So to Vivian Hu, who's 31, born in the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. She has been as high as 9 with former partner Woon Ki-wei, and she also qualified for the end of season championships playing with Woon Ki-wei. That was back in 2016. Her partner Yap Chen Wen is 25 years of age. I beg your pardon. She's 26 years of age. She shares a birthday actually with Victor Axelsen, the day we all arrived here in Thailand, 4th of January. Now, they haven't won a World Tour event during the qualifying period. In fact, they haven't even got to a final. 2 quarterfinals has been their best in this campaign. And in their very first match, they lost to fellow Malaysian pair, Cho Mei Kwan and Lee Meng Yen. Went to 3 games though, as you saw. There's Flande Limpale, who is now coaching the Malaysians.
Polii and Apriyani Rahayu, Indonesia. And on my left, Vivian Hu and Yap Chung Wen, Malaysia. Yap Chung Wen to serve to Gracia Polii. Level, play.
So the left and right-handed combination, Vivian Hu and Yap Chen Wen. Nearest to us.
So it's over. 1 love.
And this and the other match within this group are being played simultaneously. They're on the 2 courts at the moment. That's a nice interception from Vivian Hu.
So it's over.
So Steen,
1
it's
all.
obviously a strong position for the Indonesians, the fact that they won their opening match against the 2nd highest seed in their group. It's a tall order for the Malaysians, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And as you say, it's a must-win match for them, and preferably in straight games. So, having lost 1 game here, there's a good chance that if they were to qualify for the semifinals, it's going to be on game score or perhaps even point score. So every rally is important here.
That's a lovely block from
Service
Gracia Polii.
2-1.
They played a long match yesterday, Gracia and Rahayu against Lee and Shin. It's of course a little bit the opposite way around, but that's because there were 2 Malaysian pairs in the group, and as I said, we have to play in the first round, so I don't know how much that could affect the Indonesians today. It's more than 1.5 hours of the match.
Yeah, might be a little stiff, you think, and perhaps a little tired.
I can see that there's a lot of
4-1.
strapping or compression on the legs of Gracia Polii.
Yes, just to reiterate what Steen has said, if there is 2 players or pairs from the same nation in the same group, the rules dictate that they must play each other on day 1 of competition.
5-1.
Because normally we have the top 2 ranked players or pairs in each group that play each other on the Friday.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Service over. 2-5.
Yeah, there's for and against
Out.
both cases, I
Service
guess.
over.
But
6-2.
I saw a little bit out of the corner of my eye of that match, and it looked to be a fantastic women's doubles match yesterday. So
Service over.
I think there's
With Polii or
yeah.
the Malaysian.
Polii and Rahayu against the Koreans,
Yeah.
the number 1 and 2 seed in the group. So there's a little case, in my opinion, that they should play on the first day, because nobody knows what's going to happen in the rest of the tournament, and that should sort of indicate that we get good matches. At least we did yesterday with that women's doubles. That was really, really good.
Yeah. Total confusion between the 2 Indonesian players there. That's unusual. I wonder whether that movement there was an indication of perhaps your fears, Steen. She didn't look to be moving too smoothly to that round the head position. Yeah, that's very, very nicely forward by the left-hander. Yeah, just inside the back line. So back level. 4 straight points. Steve, we ought to talk about the fact that Polii and Rahayu finished the year ranked number 1 on the World Tour rankings, and that is the first time ever a women's doubles pair from Indonesia has finished on the top of the list there.
Well deserved.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, they're the only pair at the finals who've won 3 World Tour titles within the qualifying period.
Yeah. Remember that fantastic final a year ago in Indonesia Masters when they beat
Frugal.
Thyssen.
Yeah. Saved 2 match points before winning 23-21 in the deciding game.
And wasn't it something about that it was Poli's first win on home soil? I think it was. At that level.
Service over at 7.
Foregående Thyssen, they also participated at least the first tournament here in Bangkok. Unfortunately, Thyssen got hit in the eye by Tai Soo Ying, but she's now back home in Denmark. She traveled home with Hans Christian Wittinghus, and one curiosity is that the ophthalmologist in Denmark who she consulted with whether it was safe to travel or not, that was the former world champion in men's singles, Peter Rasmussen.
Wow.
So he's now specialist.
Service over. 8-9.
That's probably the best playing Indonesians we're watching right now. From these 3 weeks here, they've done really well with a win and the semi-final last week.
Yeah.
Service over.
And they'll be wanting to make a little bit of history this week, won't they? Because no pair from Indonesia has ever won the women's doubles at the end of season championships. Only one pair has been in the final. Service fault called. Too high.
Service
Called on
over.
Gracia Polii.
9-10.
Oh, it was the right idea.
10-all.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to have the spark, does she? I think at the age of 33, if you have a match of an hour and 34 minutes, it's bound to take its toll, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes a little while before you're back in it and totally warm.
Service
lucky
over.
net
the
call.
muscles.
11-10 into off.
Yeah, if it was us, Steen, it would take us a fortnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very lucky.
That's true.
In fact, it might even take us a month to recover after a match like that.
Yeah.
Well, mid-game interval, 1 point advantage to the number 1 seeds. Polii and Rahayu. And for those that are interested, the only pair from Indonesia who have ever reached the end of season championships was Steen.
Hot one, 20 seconds.
Back in Kota Kinabalu, the first ever.
2008.
2008?
Polii as well.
No.
No. No.
They won a Super Series title. Was Vita Marissa and Liliana Nasir. Lost out to Chini Wee and Wong Pei Ti from Malaysia.
Vivian receive.
I was totally out of it. I was so focused that it's
11-10.
former partners that are coaching
Play.
against each other here.
Yeah, good point.
And, I don't think Flandy is normally the women's doubles coach in Malaysia. I might be wrong, but I think he's focusing on the men's
Service
doubles, but
over.
maybe
11
doing double
all.
duty here.
So Flandy played mixed doubles with Polii. Is that what you're saying?
No, he played men's doubles with Eng Hian.
Oh, I see what you mean, because
Yeah.
Eng Hiang, I thought you were talking about one of the
played-
players.
No, yeah.
Oh, you had me confused there,
But
Steen.
he might have played a mixed double once in a while with
well,
Polii.
I'm not sure. I think he was just finishing, because didn't he play with Vita Marissa?
Yeah, he did.
Right, I'm with you now. The two coaches used to play play with each other. Oh, confusion with the Malaysians. Oh, that's a nice angle.
Good shot.
Well,
Service
Polii
over.
did well there.
12 all.
Had to really stretch to get the drop shot. That one. And then the backhand defence from her forehand side. Well, not quite the length of one of the rallies we saw earlier. What was that, 121 shots didn't we see?
I think we could perhaps be in for a long match again, because it seems like the playing conditions are slow, even though there's drift in the hall.
Service over, 13-12.
Interesting close steam, because neither pair in that rally wanted to lift the shuttle.
No. Played the drop shot from Polii there.
14-13.
Was off balance when she played that, Vivian Hu. Oh, what a return.
Yeah, that's well played.
That's super shot.
Service over, 14-15.
Brilliant. Yeah.
15-all.
Flat, fast exchanges. Made her way further and further forward, Vivian Hu, until she could find the acute angle. 15-all. That's good judgment. Oh, this challenge. First challenge of this women's doubles.
Yeah, that was a break challenge in my opinion.
Yeah, so you think it was clearly out?
I'm taking a chance. It was long.
I felt it was long.
Whilst the Malaysians are toweling down, the two Indonesians are standing over at Engyan to get the last advice.
Yeah, that was we need a break.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Yeah.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 16-15. Play. Service over. 16.
Well, she's persisting with the forehand serve, is Gracia Polii, and persisting with really just getting the shuttle into play.
Yeah.
With a flick serve.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Service over. 17-16.
I think that's normally where she's best. Yap Chen Wing, the front court area in her forehand. Missed that one though.
Hey! 18-16. Wow!
That's a good third shot from Rahayu.
16.
2 points away from the opening game now. Number 1 seeds. Oh, that was very close. They're challenging that.
Didn't call immediately.
Well, now?
20, game point 16.
I think she said it wasn't done quickly enough. I'm really not sure. Anyway, it's game point opportunities. I know we've discussed it before, Steen, that if you're in a partnership,
17-20.
you should be able to say to your partner, shall we challenge that?
I disagree with that call.
Yeah. That's pushed long, and therefore on their second game
First
point
game won by
opportunity,
Gracia
Polii
and
and Apriani Rahayu take the opening
21-17.
game. 21-17. Just about 18 minutes of play.
Karena itu nggak bagus, cuma mereka ngapain aja, ngerti nggak? Makanya jangan, kalau kapusnya turun, khawatirnya kamu buang energi banyak, ya, oke? Ini aja, wajib fokusnya motivasinya tetap dipertahankan, ya. Ya, nggak boleh terlalu rileks, malah capek sendiri kamu. Ya, kan banyak error malah jadi ragu-ragu nanti. Ya, momentumnya jangan hilangin momentum. You need to play. Huh? Fight. Huh?
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the call of 20 seconds remaining on the 2-minute timeout. And that's the indication for the players to return to court.
Second game. Love ball. Play.
So 1 game to the good, the number 1 seeds, Polii and Rahayu. Oh, that's nice placement of the smash across the body of Apriani Rahayu.
Service over. 1 love.
What have the Malaysians got to do, Steen, if they want to turn this around?
Yeah, it's difficult because I think in many of the departments the Indonesians seem a little bit stronger. It seems like the defense is pretty much equal, the attack is pretty much equal as well. It's just Rahayu is really mobile and Gracia is really sort of solid in her game and knows what the role is and how to do it. I think they need to get Yap Cheng Wen to the front court and try to get her involved in the forehand side, mid forehand side of the court if they can. And there's a chance now where if Vivian Hu can get on the attack and then attack towards the right-hand side of the court here, then
Right-hand side as we're looking at it.
As we're looking at it, that's the side where the drift goes to the sideways drift goes to left to right. So there's a chance that she might get involved there. I feel that the problem is that they're not really they're not having an easy task of scoring points, the Malaysians, and I feel that when Yap is on the back court, she's not at all dangerous in her attack. The Indonesians can even push their defense further forward so that they can counter. So I feel that when playing top pairings, there's a certain formation that is absolutely crucial for the Malaysians. I don't think that smash there, I don't think it is dangerous at all. It's flat. That's a little bit lucky, but that's the area where she needs to get involved, in my opinion, Yap Chin-wei, if they want to score their own points. Another plan, we've talked about it a number of times, is to try and work Gracia Polii on the back line and move her backward and forwards and hope that that she doesn't have the physicality to withstand it. But we've just seen so many times that she has, and it's difficult for the opponents unless you're really, really sharp, tactical wise, to play it consistently. And then there's the Japanese way of doing it, where they very often, when Polii and Rahayu are playing Japanese pairs, they simply work Rahayu around the court and take Polii out of the equation, because she's sort of content being on the front court, and Rahayu is content working hard. But when they face Japanese opponents, she eventually is challenged in terms of the touch and the solidity of her game when she's playing 20-25 shots in a row.
Yeah.
I just don't see the Malaysians have the weapons to do that. So the last two is, in my opinion, out of the question. I think the only chance is to try and get Yap involved in the front court.
Service over. 3-5.
Maybe a sharp noise is needed for the ones who fell asleep during my explanation of the tactical possibilities there. The problem is when Yap is at the net, you can play past her in the backhand side every single time.
Service over.
Is that technique problem?
It's something that's often a trait of left-handed players, that they're not that focused on the backhand side somehow. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's when they're playing with right-handers. Maybe it's because they're told to cover the forehand side to make use of the left-hand, right-hand combination, and so on. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, gosh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
At 3.
Well, earlier this game she served an ace with a low serve, so it's not all high serves or flick serves from Polii. Oh, that is an incredible shot.
9-3.
Wonderful disguise and wonderful accuracy. That's perfect. Oh, she's run off to change her racket. She's back. Oh, look at that. That is class from Gracia Polii. That's delightful block across court.
player back on court.
Well, they're really beginning to dominate in this second game now, aren't they? The number 1 seeds. 10-3 advantage.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Service over, 4-10.
Deception on it. And perfectly placed.
Yeah, both the Indonesians thinking the other was going to play it.
Service over, 11-4, interval.
So, a 7-point advantage at the mid-game interval in favour of the 3-time winners of tour events during the 2020 qualifying period.
Ya, waktu kami ke tengah tuh gak bisa pertama kena terus ragu-ragu terus.
Iya dia mau.
Dia selalu ya untuk bola-bola awal nggak mungkin, bola kedua ketiga aja hati-hati.
Iya.
Terus apa ngambil yang enak aja.
Iya.
Ya aku sama kamu lagi nih. Ya. Baik.
Hot 1, 20 seconds. Hot 1, 20 seconds.
Ya. Oke ya.
Apriyani. 11-4. Play.
Yeah,
Service
nicely put
over,
away.
5-11.
Now that's getting involved in the front, and that's set a partner up. That's what you want to see more of, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Service over, 12-5.
And that's what I feel the Indonesians are really good at, sort of figuring out an identity for the doubles pairings. And this is how we play, and this is where we start out from, and then we develop from there. So it's obvious how this women's doubles is playing. Polii and Rahayu. Polii preferably in the front, and if she's not there, then we figure out what to do, and we get better and better every time. So we develop our identity and the possibilities. Whenever people are making
13-5.
countermeasures against us, we learn from it and learn how to how do we react then, what can we develop in our game, and that way get better and better as a pairing, where I don't see that same awareness of an identity with the Malaysian pair. I might be mistaken because I don't know what they're working on actually.
No.
It's just from the play, it doesn't seem like they have a clear game plan for their
For what suits
individual
theirs.
skills.
Yeah.
14-5.
Running out of ideas now, the Malaysians.
Yeah, totally.
Well, it's a fairly dire situation for the Malaysian pair, Vivian Hu and Yap Chen Wen. If they lose this one, as it looks almost certainly they will, because then they'll have played 2 and lost 2 in the group. The Indonesian fans will be very happy though, because Polii and Rahayu
16.
will have secured their spot in the semi-final. 2 wins.
Not totally sure about that, Joe. I've been thinking about the same, but I thought I figured out a way where they could still miss out.
No, I don't see it.
I think they need a game against the
Service
other
over.
Malaysian pair, Lee
17,
and
6.
Chol.
Yeah, it's well taken.
18, 6.
If the Indonesians win this, they've definitely qualified for the semi-final scene. Yep. Well taken.
19, 6.
Also, if they lose in straight games to Cho and Lee, and the Koreans win in straight games against Hu and Yap, that would give the Malaysians 2 wins, the Indonesians 2 wins. The Indonesians a game score of 4-3 and the Malaysians a game score of 4-3.
7, 19.
No. They lost in, they only won in, yeah, it would give them 4-3. Well, we'll figure it out.
Oh, that's a beauty. What a way to bring up match point opportunity.
20, match point 7.
Whole host of match point opportunities.
Yeah, and from 17 all in the first game.
Yeah.
Looks like
Well, it was 16
they got
all.
one. 16 all.
Game.
Yep. A very convincing second game for the number 1 seeds, Polii and Rahayu. 2 matches played, 2 matches won
Match
for
won
the
by
Indonesians.
Polii and Apriyani Rahayu.
Yeah.
21-17, 21-7.
So the umpire just confirming the scoreline, 21-17, 21-7 in 35 minutes. So their confirmation of that scoreline. Played 2 now, 1-2. No other pair in the group has won 2 matches. Koreans have won 1, and the other Malaysian pair have won 1. So coming up next is women's singles, and it's Tai Soo Ying, the 2-time former champion at the end of year championships, up against Polii Chochuwong, who yesterday beat Ratchanok Intanon. welcome back to the Impact